Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I want to thank you all for joining us. I particularly want to thank our CEO of Cook County Health, Israel Rocha, who will be speaking about this vaccination site. I'd also like to thank the members of the National Guard who are here. We're grateful for their help and support.
Here.
And I want to acknowledge the elected officials who've joined us. This is Commissioner Stan Moore's district.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And Commissioner Donna Miller is adjacent to us. I think she's here. There we are. Congresswoman Robin Kelly, we're grateful for her help in Washington. Lansing Mayor Patty Idem. State Senator L.G. Sims. Where's L.G.? We're very grateful to him, by the way, for his help and support in Springfield around our criminal justice reform efforts. Thank you so much. And of course, I introduced Israel. Now, educators, my tribe. Jake Gorley, who's principal, thank you. Superintendent, Dr. Sophia A. Jones Redmond. School board president, Dr. Michael Bowles. Did I miss any of our educators? Okay, good, thank you. I want to thank the staff of Thornton Fractional South, who are working with us to open this vaccination center. Thornton Fractional High School will be a vaccination site which will serve as the first pilot educational point of distribution for the COVID-19 vaccine. Again, this is a pilot program. The vaccination site is specifically geared toward our hardworking teachers and employees of Thornton Fractional District and its feeder elementary schools, as well as educators and staff in the South Suburban Conference. Here at Thornton Fractional South, we'll be looking to vaccinate more than 5,000 individuals who are employees of the South Suburban Conference. As a former teacher, as I already said, this is my tribe, being a part of this opening is particularly meaningful to me. I know how hard our educators are working during the pandemic. I know how difficult that is to try to teach your class through Zoom or Teams. I'm particularly pleased that we've been able to set up this site to make it easier for all of our educators and school staff to be vaccinated. Eligible individuals will be contacted by Thornton Fractional for scheduling. I would like to thank Governor Pritzker and the Illinois National Guard for their support. They've helped us not only here at this site, but at the site at Morton East, where I was in the last couple of weeks, and of course at our Tinley Park mass vaccination site where we're vaccinating 2,000 people a day. I'm also, of course, grateful to our Cook County Health staff for their good work in coordination with the National Guard to make this process work. I'm proud of the work being done to expand equitable access to the COVID-19 vaccine to residents of Cook County. As a reminder, we still do not have enough vaccine for every person in phases 1A and 1B. We do not have enough vaccine for every person who's eligible in phase 1A and 1B. We're making progress toward vaccinating folks who are eligible in those two groups, but I ask you to be patient. As we get more vaccine and are able to vaccinate folks. So the limiting factor really is the availability of the vaccine. So that's a real challenge, not just here in Cook County, but across the country. I understand that it's, frustrating to be told to be patient. However, as we continue to open new sites and as the vaccine access expands at the federal level, we're moving closer to our goal, which is to vaccinate everybody and a return to normalcy. I want to thank you very much for joining us today, and I believe that Congresswoman Robin Kelly is next up.
Thank you, Madam President, and I don't know if it's good morning or good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon.
But I am thrilled to be at this school. Thank you to the superintendent and the principal, and a shout out to all the teachers. In my book, the most noblest profession that there is. And I'm glad that we're bringing more sites to the south suburbs to make it easier for people to be vaccinated. Everyone does not have a car or does not have transportation by bus to be able to get to various locations. So the more locations we have, the better it is. And I'm listening to Madam President. I'm on Energy and Commerce, and we have markup tomorrow to get more vaccines to across the country and to get more resources to the states and to the counties and to the towns. So Mayor, we're looking out for you also. And hopefully, we are coming out of the dark, and we are because of places like this and the effort of Cook County. So thank you so much.
All right, why don't I give everybody the order? Instructions always help, huh? All right, so State Senator L.G. Sims, Commissioner Moore, Commissioner Miller, Mayor, District Superintendent, and Israel, okay? All right, L.G., you're up.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Madam President. It is always good to be here. Thornton Fractional South has a special place in my heart. This is certainly an area where they do tremendous work on behalf of the students here, and this is just another example of the high school being a big part of the fabric of this community. So thank you so much, and Madam President, thank you for your leadership. My commissioner, Commissioner Moore, thank you for your work to bring this site here to this community, because that's what is so important. If we are ever going to turn the tide on this pandemic, it's going to take all of us working together. It's going to take all of us being diligent, making sure that we get vaccinated, we socially distance, we wash our hands, we wear our masks, and we will get on the other side of this pandemic. So thank you for being here today. Thank you so much, Commissioner. Thank you so much, Madam President, and for all of my colleagues for the work that you do to make sure that we protect our communities each and every day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Senator. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Cook County Commissioner Stanley Moore of the 4th District. Today's pilot pod testing program, specifically to test our educators and staff and our faculty for this specific school district and the surrounding school districts, is a much needed testing resource service that is available to our population, to our individuals and our selflessness, always focusing on our students and our population. I want to thank President Toni Preckwinkle. She has done an amazing job, not just here, but across the county. Let's give her a round of applause, please. I also am very thankful that I have such a great team working with me. I'm working with my Congresswoman Robin Kelly, my Senator L.G. Sims, my Commissioner Donna Miller, my who else am I missing? My Mayor Patty. She has done an awesome job, and this pod is going to set the precedence for vaccination centers across the county. So we're very proud to be here today and very thankful. Thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to be here. I'm Cook County Commissioner Donna Miller of the 6th District. I just want to thank President Preckwinkle and the health hospital staff and the board here at the school district. It's really important that we educate teachers so we can get our children back to school. We're on the road to recovery, although it's been a hard road for many families. It's been tough to stay home. It's been tough on teachers. It's been tough on all the lives that we've lost thus far. But we see all the amazing people who come together, from the National Guard to our Cook County Department of Public Health and to our teachers who want to help make sure that education stays on the forefront and that our students in the Southland especially don't lose ground as to where the strides they've made. So I just want to commend everyone on a good collaboration, on a job well done, and we look forward to making sure that other centers like this open. Logistics is an issue in the south suburbs. Transportation is an issue, and having multiple centers that people can get to makes a big difference also in their comfortability level. If someone knows someone who gets vaccinated here because they live nearby, they might feel a little more inclined to also get vaccinated if they were on the fence. So we still do have people who are hesitant. We need to make sure that they get educated, and so our teachers can help us lead the way. So thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Mayor Patty Item. Welcome to the Village of Lansing. We are so proud to have all of you join us here today. President Preckwinkle, all of our local and area elected officials that are here with us today, it is my absolute pleasure to have you with us. A special thanks to our National Guard. We're so happy to have you here in our little village today. Today our village is not small. We are going to do amazing, amazing things here. We're proud, beyond what I can tell you, to have this experimental pod opening here today, right here at our local high school. Again, thank you and welcome to the Village of Lansing.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much. This is an exciting day. I serve as the superintendent of schools for Thornton Fractional High School District 215. I would like to definitely acknowledge my board president and my entire board, Mr. Bowles, and all of the members, all 6 members are here. So thank you for supporting. We're here because they voted to allow this to happen, and I'm grateful for that. I want to thank all the hands that have made this possible. It is quite an emotional moment for most of us to see this, and I don't want to gloss over this moment. This is history, and we are honored to have been asked to serve and host. So thank you to all of the distinguished guests here. It is our humblest thank you that you chose us, and we will make sure that we offer every educator, every school personnel, the opportunity in South Cook to receive the vaccine. Thank you very much, and welcome to Thornton Fractional High School District.
Great job.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Israel Rocha. I'm the CEO for Cook County Health. I want to start first by thanking President Preckwinkle and the County Board of Commissioners and all the leaders in Thornton Fractional for their support as we roll out one of the largest vaccine administration programs in the country. I also want to thank the governor for his commitment to our program for deploying the Illinois National Guard to our sites. The Guard's men and women have been a pleasure to work with. Our patients continue to say how wonderful it is. They get fabulous reviews about the comfort that's provided as they make their decisions to get vaccinated and start their journey. Their bed, or shall we say tableside manners, have been amazing. And so I want to thank them for their continued support and comfort to all of the residents of Cook County. I also want to thank all the elected officials here today for their continued support for the storied health system that I'm honored to lead. Today marks the opening of the first targeted POD, which stands for Point of Distribution, which is intended to ensure that access to vaccine in vulnerable communities and communities hardest hit by COVID. Thornton Fractional South will serve as the first educational pod designated to vaccinate the employees of District 215, feeder schools, and schools in the South Suburban Conference. It is important to emphasize that this is not a public site. We are working to vaccinate teachers, school personnel, in order to begin to return our communities to normalcy and to fortify our critical services throughout the county. Once we vaccinate teachers and other school personnel, we hope to expand to community members who meet Phase 1A, Phase 1B, or whatever criteria we are at the time. We are working to open additional educational pods throughout the county, even some that will be staffed in coordination with first responder pods. We will use the lessons learned here to extend the model, but I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't remind everyone that there continues to be a limited supply. Please work with us, and we ask for your patience. We know that this is a difficult time for everyone, and that we're trying to make sure that we meet that demand as quickly and as expeditiously as possible. Cook County Health is committed to providing vaccines to anyone who lives and works in Cook County and anyone who wants one. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint, and we ask for your patience while we do this. We are working every day. Our main mission is to make sure that we stand up distribution centers. So as we get more vaccine from our partners in federal and state government, we will distribute it as quickly as possible. These targeted pods, coupled with Cook County Health Centers at our large public sites such as Tinley and elsewhere, are being designed to scale operations as vaccine supply increases in the coming weeks and months ahead. We are building our capacity to be able to vaccinate as many as possible, and every week and will continue every day, every week, and every moment until everyone who wants a vaccine gets one. We give you our commitment that we will be there for the duration until we make sure that everyone has been vaccinated. Again, I want to emphasize that the site here at Thornton Fractional High School is not open to the public at this time. It is for educators and for our critical staff who will help to return our districts to normalcy and will help serve as a leader as we stand up other pods with other districts across Cook County. Individuals eligible to receive vaccine here will be contacted by the school. People should not walk in or call the school. We want to make sure that we will do our job to keep the public informed, and we will be partnering to contact you. I do want to thank the school, its leadership, and specifically Superintendent Jones for her willingness to allow us to test this targeted model here. We are confident that it will work And then very soon, we will expedite and expand these types of sites to all schools in the coming months. And so we look forward to working with everyone. Thank you for your opportunity to be here, and thank you for your continued support. Sure, sí. Es un placer estar aquí con Thornton Fractional South. Este día es muy especial. Es un día donde estamos abriendo un centro que es especial para poder ayudar a la gente que enseña a nuestros niños y nuestras familias. Son para maestros y para maestras. Es exclusiva para ellos. Es un equipo especial y experimental que estamos comenzando aquí en esta manera, en este día. Y si trabaja, si tenemos mucha confianza que a trabajar, entonces podemos hacer este centro por el entero del condado, trabajando juntos con nuestras escuelas. Es especial para maestros, maestras y todos los que trabajan en nuestras escuelas. Es especial que este oficio es algo experimental, no estar abierto para el público, pero es algo especial para poder ayudar a nuestras escuelas, para poder traer a nuestros niños para atrás para las escuelas en una manera segura. Entonces queremos trabajar con ustedes, que vamos a estar, este es el primero, vamos a estar trabajando para poder ponerlos por todo el condado y pedimos su paciencia en este programa. Estamos muy orgullosos de estar aquí con el presidente Preckwinkle, que está ayudando a nosotros para poder hacer este programa, el gobernador, que lo están dando a los hombres y señoras que están trabajando de militar, que están aquí para poder hacer este programa un suceso. Estamos aquí, es mucho, y les damos que es nuestro compromiso, es nuestro compromiso con ustedes, que vamos a estar aquí todos los días y toda la semana hasta que todos que quieren una vacuna pueden ganar la vacuna. Ahí estamos con ustedes hasta este momento que se completa. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
Thank you, Israel. Forgive me, I didn't acknowledge some folks that I should have. Dr. Kiran Joshi is here, who's a co-leader of our Department of Public Health, along with Dr. Rachel Rubin. Ileana Mora is here, who's along with Dr. Greg Hune. Is he here? Dr. Hune, are part of our vaccination leads. So thank you. Thank you very much. All right, questions? It's okay if there are none, but go on. Yes?
How many vaccination doses do you expect to administer weekly here? 600.
Where,
Actually,
Israel, come on up.
yes, we are going to be ramping up, but it will be 400 a day, and we hope to get to about 26,000 with the school district, and then we'll continue to replicate and work with the other partnerships, and hope to then expand to the community and its residents that are part of the Thornton Fractional community.
And you said that it would be Thornton Fractional that would be contacting eligible educators?
Correct. We're going to be working with the school district, and they will be working with their employees to bring them in a scheduled manner.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there other questions? Yes?
Is there hope that this will become a public site at some point?
Israel, you get to answer all the questions.
Sure. Yes, as we start to move forward, but first, we have many public sites in this area and many different strategies as part of our ongoing vaccination campaign. So you've seen our large sites like Tinley, you've seen some of our larger, more community sites as part of our clinic. This is part of our critical services strategy, and so it's working with the educational community as we get through all of our educators. And the educators is not just the educators, we mean all staff. So it's anyone who works with the district. As we work through those employees, then we do hope to make it available to the community once we finish the educational staff and the support staff of the district.
All right, are there further questions?
When you expecting to have more of these centers in the north side?
In the north side.
Or in the downtown area for all the teachers? They can come back to school, to open the school.
Okay. So our responsibility as Cook County is suburban Cook County. The city of Chicago has its own Department of Public Health and makes its decisions about where to administer the vaccine. So, and they get their own separate allocation of the vaccine. So our responsibility in terms of vaccine distribution and deciding on where the sites are is in the suburban Cook County only, okay? Other questions? All right, thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.